All right, Todd, a chance tonight to Jack that Michael's described as pushing down a Pacific Division foe, something that the Oilers historically haven't been able to do. How important is it to get 2 points and not give away any to the Coyotes?
Well, I don't know about pushing down. I don't take that approach. I think the Coyotes are a very good hockey club and are playing some good hockey right now. So our approach is one that in the past this team has cleaned our clock. We haven't played well against them. We haven't found any type of success as far as gaining any type of points, and in large part due to us beating ourselves. And again, I mean that respectfully because I don't think Phoenix ever beats themselves. The other team has to take the game from them, and we've done a poor job of managing it. So I think this is a big opportunity for our team to play the game and to see if we can manage the game properly to give us an opportunity at success.
What role did Tip have on your team in the World Cup?
Tip was he was an important, integral part of everything, and his experience was leaned upon right from choosing the team to how we wanted to play. He was in charge of the back end and the penalty kill, which both did tremendous job during the tournament, and it was a really great asset to have around the group. What was unique about that is that we were all head coaches and we all had the utmost respect for each other and allowed each other to do their thing and to have ideas. And I thought Tip was tremendous. I'd work with him again any day.
And why you mentioned it? Does it with every game you play against Arizona, you come out of the building and you've lost them? You say, how did this happen? Because they're not exactly leading the league in points, but is it every team has another team's number or what is it? Because
I don't know
the
if
players
it's,
change.
Yeah,
it's just the same jersey.
I don't know if it's as much having the number because every event's its own entity, if you will, and what they do is they play structure. They rely on 5 people all over the rink in 3 zones, and they're patient enough to wait for a team to play and make dumb mistakes, and when they do, they pounce on it. They have guys that can score. They work hard. They usually get really good goaltending, and it's a recipe for an opportunity at success.
Looks like a couple of veterans returning to the lineup today. Just what do you expect from Benoit and Mark when they come back in?
No, we'll get good games from both of them. I feel really good about that. Test, again, didn't come out due to his performance. It was an opportunity to put some younger players and returning players back in and try and get different ingredients into the lineup. And Benny, he's had a chance to reflect and take inventory, and he'll have a great night too.
Is it when you take out veterans, does it show that your team's maybe better than they were before? Because you don't usually take out veterans to get other people in.
Well,
The
the easy thing to do as a staff or as an organization is continually pull out the rookies or the young guys. But if they're performing and they have good nights, they deserve the opportunity to go back in. And it's not always a reflection on what the veterans aren't doing. Sometimes it's a reflection on what the younger players are getting done. And it's a hard thing for an organization, a staff to do. It's hard for veteran players to accept. But that's part of being on the team. Different nights, different players are picked to go and to get the job done. When your number is called, you have to be prepared and ready to go. And that just doesn't go with rookies and players that have very little experience in the league. That is also the veteran type player.
Isn't that the goal, though, Todd, to have guys as scratches that are just not guys that are good players? I mean, isn't that
You
the
want
sign of a team?
Anytime you take that veteran out, you hope that your team has a good night, and you hope that the young players that you kept in the lineup can contribute to a successful night. And when you do that, you create depth in the organization. You create a competitive environment. I think it somewhat keeps players accountable and honest. There probably are 4 or 5 guys that aren't coming out based on bad nights, but they do lose minutes. We've had one of our top scorers not playing the last 10 minutes of a 1-goal game because he had an off night. We're trying to create and keep an accountable environment, and it has to be for everybody.
So with Hendricks not playing, is that a sign that he might not play every game even when healthy of it? Because if you're enough depth there, because he's an older player, he's 35, and the other guys are 25.
Well, that's I'm not.
Too much in it.
Well, I'm not sitting down with Matty Hendricks and telling him that, because I think he believes he should be going every night, and rightfully so. He's in the league and he's earned that right. But we'll also over this stretch of games that we're playing right now, which is every second night forever. We'll also have to manage fatigue, injury, and use all the assets that we have.
And you're interested in seeing how Caggiula plays on the wing, which is where he played in college, as opposed to center.
We would like to see that now, and see how he connects with Leon and Benoit tonight.